knew. They had a lot of the top heads of the media in the meeting. It's all part of a big joke. We can't have Hillary and Obama at a secret Bilderberg meeting. That would actually let people know it's real. We'll just say it doesn't exist and no one knows where they went. But this Jones guy got video of it. We'll just say he's crazy. Jones was in a park imagining men were following him in cars and wearing dark sunglasses. I mean, it's Secret Service, coming up, talking to us, cops saying, get out of here, guys talking in their deals, armored vehicles driving in, machine guns everywhere, just all publicly there. Foreign newspapers covered it. It was in foreign newspapers, the London Guardian and stuff. But over here, it just doesn't exist. Jones is completely insane. And yuppies read that, and even if you show them that it's real, they feel good saying you're wrong. They go, no, there's not a Bilderberg. There's not a Rothschild. No. I like being conned. I like being an idiot. Get me some more fluoride water. Then you wonder why your kid at 8 years old gets cancer. And you're still like, it's still trendy. Government didn't do this to me. All right, I'm out of control. I mean, I've just had it with all of this. I've had it with scum acting like they control reality. Richard in Texas, you're on the air. Welcome.
Hey, Alex, how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm going crazy, as you can hear.
I love it. I love it. I got two very important things I'd like to ask you. One, I just couldn't believe I just witnessed it a while ago. I walked into a store to pay for my diesel, and there was a couple military guys in there. One of them, he had his military weapon on him, his rifle on him. Ain't they supposed to keep them things on the bases? The military weapon?
No. They were never allowed to do that. They have loaded Berettas, and I know they're not supposed to carry them, but I've seen 45s and M6. I've had them run up with guns in Texas. It's on video, up in Belton and in New York, and say, you're not going to film me. And I've had to say, yes, I am, and just they start cussing at me, and I just go ahead. I know I'm the enemy because I'm an American. Go ahead, I'm the real American. You work for the Nazis. Go ahead. Do whatever you're going to do to me. But, I mean, the average military is waking up because of that. But the type of goons that they hire, they select the idiots to be part of the domestic stuff. I mean, the real guys that are patriots, they're sent over to be blown up by, Taliban people being funded on the other end by the banks to create a simulation of a war. I'm sorry, go ahead. So where were you in Texas where they had M16s on them?
Yeah, I don't know what kind of gun it was, but I guarantee you it wasn't a BB gun. I'm down here in Seguin, Texas, not far from you. That's where I'm at. The people out there, I walked up to the lady at the register. I said, didn't you notice them guys carrying that gun? Oh, no, I didn't notice. That's how dumb down the people are getting. And also another question I got for you, too, because it's been on my mind. I'm a single dad, and I've been debating about getting my carry license, but I know how the government is so nosy about getting into your business. Do you recommend somebody get their license or not get their license?
Sir, God bless you. I'm going to answer your question off air. You need to make that decision for yourself. They sell books at Barnes & Nobles that are the state laws every year updated, and you need to get it. I know the law, but I want to be exact here. For under law, you can carry a handgun rifle in your car, but they'll harass you for the handgun and took a lot of people to jail and had juries that didn't know what they were doing send you to jail. So they changed the law again to make it clear that you can have the handgun, but it's got to be under specific situations. Even that violates the Constitution. And that's Texas. It depends on the state. The rifle, they can't stop you anywhere, but I don't recommend walking down the street with it openly because they'll flip out and come after you. A lot of folks are doing open carry to teach the cops that the Second Amendment's alive. But I haven't gone and gotten a concealed carry because it turns a right into a privilege and does put you on a list. And I already have my right to carry because of the Second Amendment. But it's good to get the training. For somebody that has never been around firearms a lot, it's good to take the course. And it's good so that now you can't be harassed when you've got the gun. And cops do tend to leave you alone a lot more because they know you've been checked out, and it's like a double thing that you're not a criminal. So I have mixed feelings about the concealed carry. It's time that I probably just get one. Bob Dacey gives the class here in town. My wife needs to get it. Just so we don't have to worry when we're carrying firearms. I carry a sawed-off shotgun that's legally sawed off, double barrel. All I need is 2 shots. A Russian bounty hunter. It's just a knockoff of an old-fashioned U.S.-made double barrel. And that's what I carry. And I also carry just the revolver, .357 Magnum, 7-shot, just because it isn't going to fail under pressure, under adrenaline. So that's what I do. And that's what I've got and on me. And, I mean, if you can't protect yourself with, a double-triggered shotgun, you don't even need to have a firearm. For the kind of anybody tries to carjack me or anything, I mean, it's real simple. I'm just going to shove a sawed-off shotgun in their face and blow their entire head off. So it's really a pretty simple situation at the end of the day. And I also like that because I've got like number 6 birdshot in it. That way, if even somebody's like 30, 40 feet away, they might get a little nick on them or something, but it's not going to go shooting through walls and hurt anybody. Or somebody's carjacking me and there's cars right there. Well, I just shove that shotgun right in this person's chest. Boom! And everybody talks about the kick of a sawed-off shotgun. It's nothing. I mean, I can hold one down just like that with a powerful slug load, and it's just, just a little bit of a throwback. People just get scared of a gun. You just got to reach out and pull the trigger. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Okay, let's go to Michael listening in Texas on KKGM, 1630 AM, Blowtorch. Michael, good to have you with us. What's on your mind today?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good to be talking to you. I just wanted to call. I don't know if you've covered this yet. I listen to your AM radio, so I only get to tune in at noon. But I don't know if you've heard that the TSA is coming to Dallas.
Well, I know the TSA is running groping in cities all over the country, but when you say coming to Dallas, you mean on the highways?
Well, no. The new DART stations that they put in, they've had some people getting shot in the last year or so.
Oh, so we've got to have the feds. Yeah, anywhere anybody gets shot. No, I mean, I am aware of that. Yes, they're going to all 50 states, all major cities, and TSA has said they plan to be in even small towns. Federal, non-sworn goons who aren't even officers who violate your rights. And people are like, why'd they create a new agency of government to do that? Because in the old system, they're sworn and go through the Constitution. You just create ignorant morons, an ignorant moron group who'll do this. But no, was this on the news?
It was on Drudge Report the other day, and it was in the Dallas Morning News. There was a a weird shootout between a cop and someone running away from the station. I don't know the details about what it was, but there's been...
Yes, I am aware, and I know Drudge follows the TSA. He linked a few days ago to our report about in Dallas, the TSA, running the woman 3 times to the scanner, saying she was, quote, cute. And I was aware that TSA a year or 2 ago, I think, was already did some test there in downtown Dallas. But, yeah, it's not going to be just buses, trains, but also highway checkpoints. They're already running them, sir. You pull up, there's guys in blue, and then the little potbellies are commanding the state police. And in the newscast I've seen in New York and Tennessee, again, the cops are acting like Tyrannosaurus Rexes are about to come out of the cars. And it's families and 18-wheelers and regular folks. And there's guys in drill sergeant outfits just, rock ready, crazed out there. It's ridiculous, acting like just paranoid nuts that they're terrorists everywhere. It's all part of just training us that we're prisoners. And that's what my satire video deals with. It's America with a K, America, Land of the Snitch. We also reposted it because I posted it last night under a new headline, Alex Jones caught working for Homeland Security. Because I play the part of a coffee shop attendant at an internet cafe who's totally delusional, and I'm following real FBI manuals. It's real stuff in there. By the way, people are in the article commenting saying these aren't real. And I mean, you can go to the FBI's website. These are public now. In the past, these were secret memos. They're now public, hundreds of them. I say dozens, that's an understatement. There's hundreds of these for every business there is. And, I mean, it's crazy. Woman with a baby carriage, maybe a terrorist. Blue jeans and a cell phone. Have a snorkel in your car, even at the beach. Have a camera. Filming police, talking to police. Using AOL or Comcast. They see that as a proxy somehow, as if you wouldn't be checking your email at a coffee shop. It's like, why are you using that if you already have email? Must be a proxy. I mean, just cuckoo. Again, but the feds aren't stupid. They want everyone to be totally paranoid and trust no one. Did you guys find TSA, at Dallas DART stations? I mean, it didn't pop up because he's saying he saw it in the Dallas Morning News. You might want to click news since it's so fresh and not web. We'll try to find that. God bless you, sir. Appreciate the call. Let's go ahead now and take another call here. Let's talk to Mark in Florida. Mark, you're on the air.
Alex, I appreciate your fight for the First Amendment. Keep it up, brother.
Thank you.
So I had a quick question. You know, some of my friends have asked me why the biggest super PAC supporter of Ron Paul is on the steering committee for Bilderberg. I don't know what to tell them. How do I answer that to them?
That's true. You're talking about one of the big internet moguls, the guy that started, PayPal? And then I know he was at Bilderberg, and we covered that. He's a huge libertarian. You could have the devil himself start a super PAC and fund Ron Paul.
Okay. I was just wondering.
I mean, what if the Ku Klux Klan started a super PAC for Ron Paul? Would that be his fault? Because I actually had an article out of New Mexico, it was Nevada, where it shows Ron Paul as a Ku Klux Klan guy, and says he's a Ku Klux Klan person with no evidence. I mean, it's pure libel and slander, even if it is satire. And everybody's like, comment on this, and I guess I should do an article or something. And I'm glad you raised it. But I mean, a super PAC is anybody you want. I mean, I could start a super PAC. You could start a super PAC. As long as you're an American citizen, you can start a super PAC and get people to give money and run ads. There's a movement within Bilderberg with these tech guys that after they've stolen all the wealth, then they want to lower taxes as part of a laissez-faire. So they want to play both sides. They want to control the libertarian movement, the socialist movement, the communist movement, all the stuff. What's your view on that, sir?
Well, if I had a couple $1 billion, I'd start a super PAC for Ron Paul.
Okay, we're going to our guests for the balance of the broadcast with your questions on Agenda 21. We'll still go to Herb and Sam and Tim and people with her, because obviously everything ties into the UN global takeover. You can ask her perspective on it. But then after those callers, it'll just be calls on Agenda 21, which is the entire global governance program model, using environmentalism as a way to have basically world government corporate zoning to shut down society and consolidate it. That's coming up in a moment. But I wanted to finish up with Mark in Florida, because I was shown this last week. I was already aware of the guy was a big libertarian, of the founder. I forget his name now. I've seen it for years. Our guys went to Switzerland and covered it this year and wrote about him. A big libertarian, the founder of PayPal and a bunch of other stuff. He made a super PAC, and then he's giving money to run ads for Ron Paul. The guy's worth a couple $1 billion. The Bilderberg Group invites people that are globalist, and I think the guy is a globalist, but also people that aren't, that they're trying to co-op to the meetings and get them in there, especially technology. It's gone even out of international banking now, more towards technology, because that's where everything's going. But it's very simple. Gary Franchi's a 9/11 truther, and he started a super PAC that's been very successful. They're attacking Ron Paul because Gary Franchi's a truther. It's the same thing with this guy. I don't know all his deeds and all his activity. I don't like a lot of things PayPal does. But I understand this is a very sophisticated point, that the globalists want their own brand of laissez-faire capitalism, and they call it privatization, but that's where government just hands infrastructure that's already paid for and working over to private interests to loot it and to charge people more. That's basically IMF World Bank takeover doctrine. It's the heart of globalism. It's the heart of this economic colonialism or conquest through fraud. It's not free market, it's cronyism. And so there's a vein of libertarianism in that.